usually, hey Zach, usually that clock is lit up. What are we looking at? What have we done here tonight? What's the damage? So yeah, we've entered that portion of our show where we're forever in search of an ending. What do we got here? I didn't tell. I said this yesterday, but there's only one guy that was here yesterday. So I was in Asheville, North Carolina, for this very awkward wedding. And I don't want to say awkward wedding in case the bride or groom are listening. Aaron's little brother, Michael, is a delightful little guy. And his lovely wife, Bonnie. Congratulations to them. I think because of lack of resources and busy schedules and things, they put their wedding in the hands of what I have no problem characterizing as an evil Southern family. It's just family that's like friends of the bride, but they're like not related biologically to anybody. But there were more of them at the wedding than anybody else, and it was like Dallas, like they owned everything and they hated everyone, and they were just there to like watch the wedding disappoint them. It was a really, really weird experience. They also like hosted the wedding rehearsal dinner at their house, but they all ate inside, and it was very cold out, and they had built a fire for us like cavemen, and we were just welcome. They just said, "You're welcome to be out there," and just the coolers full of beer, and like we were just these weird Visigoths, like camping outside their house, and they invited us in for one game. They had researched, they probably Googled weddings or something, and they invited us in for into the indoors for a wedding game where the bride and groom had to sit back to back and remove one shoe each, and so they're each holding a shoe and sitting back to back, and then all the guests had written questions on an index card, like who's gonna clean the toilets, and then they each hold up one of the shoes, either theirs or the spouse's. Dumb. Just dumb. You know, these wedding games are dumb. There's some fucked up wedding games. Have you ever gone to a reception? I went to a wedding in Milwaukee where they played this wedding game where the groom was blindfolded and the bridesmaids were all lined up with the bride sitting in chairs, and he had to try to guess which woman was his by feeling their legs.
That's a recipe for success.
It smelled very Japanese. Are we in Tokyo? Was he able? Are we going to start drinking pee in a minute? Imagine a wedding. I kept thinking when I was at the wedding reception, because it was very. There was no music, and it was just kind of fluorescent lit, and it was very fast and furious. And there was a guy that introduced the bride and groom at the reception. He went like, "All right. Here they are, the bride and groom." It was like we were all hostages. It was so weird. I kept expecting. I was thinking like this would be a great cold open of a pilot. If you were you're at a wedding reception and there's something just off about it and you don't know what it is, and then someone would run in and go, "The perimeter's breached. There's walkers and the tripwires," and everyone would run over to a table full of guns and suit up. It's turns out it's 2038, and we're in a free fire zone, and we were witnessing a brief futile attempt to emulate a golden age society. Everyone's actually just space marines.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah.
What would your ideal wedding be like? Can you envision that?
It'll have probably a Raiders of the Lost Ark theme, I think.
That'd be awesome.
Where the audience, the guests will be invited to help me find a new way of life together. That has been that the Nazis are also trying to get to, and if they play their cards right, by the end of it, it's like, thank you, my wife and I, thank you so much for helping. Thank God the Nazis didn't get married instead.
Which character would be the minister or the officiant?
Belloc.
Belloc? Really?
Wow.
Yeah, because he's not so different, you and I. You know, like he that's how he would start it. He'd go, "We're not so different, you and I, Dan Harmon. You know, we're not men of God, but we believe in value, artifacts." And I would go, I don't know about that. Like, I would have an arc to my wedding. Like, I would want to be a protagonist. I would learn how to get married. I would start by going like, this is bullshit. You know, all I need is my blaster on my side. I don't believe in no force.
So you're just going to be all Harrison Ford movies.
Yeah. And then the third act, I just kick someone off my plane. I believe in the force now. Belloc. Yeah, it would be a Harrison Ford wedding.
Would you get a bullet in the brain and forget how to love?
Yeah. That would be the second act. Ritz.
A one-armed man would come in and kill your wife as soon as you were married. I didn't kill my wife.
In all seriousness, I would like to have like something to the ceremony where so, you know, they say speak now or forever. Yeah, they do that business. Like it's become a joke now. But it would be nice to have somebody come in that was like a, you know, just like dressed like a, you know, as a purple monster or something and go like, I don't want this wedding to happen. I'm lack of love. Lack of love. Get out of here. I'm going to marry this woman. Not if I have anything to do with it. And then you wrestle in the aisle and it would be cool.
So what you're saying is you're never going to get married.
I just need to find a woman who's willing to have her brother dress like a purple monster.
AG, do you envision yourself being married at any point?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you a romantic fellow?
Nope.
You're not. You don't think of yourself as romantic?
Yeah, I just want it for the tax benefits.
I mean, we don't picture ourselves dying either, but we know what's going to happen. It just happens.
Wow.
Everybody gets married.
No, they don't.
Yeah, eventually.
Babies don't get married. Sometimes they die. Sometimes a baby dies without ever knowing what love is. Oh, I'm lying?
Yeah.
It's truth.
Cemeteries are full of unmarried dead babies.
It's true. I'm sorry. I once again,
I don't approve of this. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but they should have thought about that.